Hello, Jem.
Hello.
How is your arm?
My arm is doing well. It has gotten a lot better since the incident.
I'm glad that you brought that up. I would like to ask you a couple questions about that night and the events leading up to it, if that is okay with you.
Yes, that would be fine.
Okay, so how did you feel about the way the trial ended between Tom Robinson and Mayella Ebo?
I was very upset about Tom being convicted guilty. I cried a bit when I got home. I didn't understand how people could be so cruel and hateful towards an innocent man.
Bob Ewell seemed to be rather happy with the outcome.
Yes, ma'am. Bob Ewell was a very horrible human being.
Yes, he is, Jim. Now to the night of the incident. Can you explain what you remember to me?
Yes, I'd love to. Me and Scout had just left the pageant and were getting ready to walk home through the dark schoolyard. Scout had forgotten her shoes back behind the stage. We began to walk to get the shoes and the lights turned off. So we headed home. That is when I heard the first noise.
What did the noise sound like?
It sounded like footsteps, but they were kind of hard to hear. Also, I heard the noise of cotton rubbing on itself. That's how we knew it was a person.
What did you do after that?
Well, me and Scout thought it was Cecil Jacobs, so Scout yelled, "Cecil is a big wet hen!" And then I screamed, "Hey!" And there was no acknowledgement for who we thought was Cecil.
Did you get scared at this point?
Yes, I was a little bit anxious, but I tried to stay calm so that Scout didn't get scared.
That is very brave of you. What happened after that?
Well, we kept walking, and I tried to get Scout to take her hand costume off, but she didn't have anything to put on. We kept walking and got to the tree.
How far were you from the street?
A couple of yards.
What happened after that?
I pressed on Scout's head, and we stopped for the final time, but this time the steps did not stop with us. I yelled at Scout to run, and this is when he got me. Bob and I fought for a second, and I got loose somehow, and I rolled over to Scout, who had fallen on the ground. I grabbed her and began to run towards the street, but I soon was pulled off again. After that, all I remember was a very painful snap of my arm and hitting the floor.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, it was a very scary event.
That is all the questions I have for you. Thank you for sharing, Jem.
You're welcome, ma'am.